In the land of Skyrim, death and darkness exists around every corner. From the dragons to the Civil War, life seems very bleak. However, even in the darkness, love will always exist. Love in Tamriel exists in all forms, from the elegant wedding ceremonies of Mara, to the bloody Orsimer stronghold weddings, to whatever the fuck Helga does with all the honey in her bedroom. But there are also couples in the land that must keep their love a secret, lest they suffer the consequences for who they love. Hello everyone, I'm Neloth, and since Valentine's Day is closing in, I wanted to talk about all the secret romantic relationships that exist in Skyrim. Because believe it or not, there are more secret relationships than just the Romeo and Juliet styled love between Jon and Olfina, without the video game dying at the end. Before we begin, however, I would like to say that these are the secret Skyrim relationships that I could find, and there are perhaps a few more I have missed. If I did, feel free to comment who down below. But with all that being said, let us snoop into the private affairs of people who just want to be happy. First on the list is the Shakespearean love between Jon Battleborn and Olfina Greymane, which is probably the most well-known relationship in Skyrim. You can discover this affair based on the dialogue both characters exchange between each other and the letters they keep on their persons. In dialogue, it is confirmed that they hope when the Civil War ends they can reveal their love to both of their families. Jon wants to reveal their relationship now, but Olfina is insistent on keeping it a secret until after the war. Let's just hope their relationship is age-appropriate and has a lot of less fake poisons and knife sudokus than William Shakespeare had in mind. Next up is not very far from Whiterun, and it is the possible affair between Elam, the wife of Nazeem, and acolyte Jensen, a devotee at the Temple of Kinnereth. Now, there isn't much evidence, or any dialogue, to confirm the relationship between these two, but if you look in acolyte Jensen's inventory, you will find a key to Winter Sand Manor, which is actually the house of Nazeem that was cut from the game. But how does this link Jensen to Elam and not simply a gay affair between Jensen and Nazeem? Well, Elam spends a lot of time at the Temple of Kinnereth, complaining about her husband to Danica, a priestess at the temple. So it is possible Elam looked to Jensen for a shoulder to cry on, among other things. It seems everyone hates Nazeem, especially his wife, to the point where extramarital affairs are more prevalent than even Dibella might expect. Helga and Heming Blackbriar in Riften may not be in a romantic relationship, nor is there any supposed love between them, but they do have, intimacy. Now, for those that don't know, Heming Blackbriar is the heir to Maven Blackbriar's empire, and Helga is the heir to a bunch of dick. Now, I will mention, in a quest, it is revealed Helga has also slept with Bolli, Indarin, and Hofgrir, but the relationship between Heming and Helga is much less known, and also must be kept a secret considering a member of the powerful Blackbriar family is involved. However, it is not that well kept a secret apparently, because Maven Blackbriar herself will exchange dialogue with Helga and demand she stay away from her son if she wants to keep her pretty face intact. Another hot secret love that exists in Riften is actually in Mistvale Keep, and it is between Anuriel, the steward of Riften, and Unmid Snowshod, member of Clan Snowshod and also the housecarl to Jarl Layla Lawgiver. When the two are interacting with each other, they will often talk about training in their quarters, and Anuriel will often refer to Unmid as lover. This relationship, however, may not be really genuine, because Anuriel is actually an agent of the Thieves Guild, and is most likely trying to manipulate the court to protect the Thieves Guild, holding sway over the Jarl, and her hips over Unmid. We will now stop in the city of Windhelm so we can see Brunwulf Freewinter and Elda Early Dawn casually flirting with each other. While not a secret love, it is simply an old war veteran attempting to court an old barkeep, which is kinda nice to see, because I really like Brunwulf. If you remember from my Jarl's Ranked video, which you should definitely check out down below if you haven't already. Shameless plugging aside, I do feel a little bad for Brunwulf because he wants Elda to retire and build a cabin with him in Riften. But if you side with the Imperials, his entire life will turn around, and instead of living in Riften, he'll be compelled to lord over Windhelm, meaning their love might never truly blossom. Not much other information is noted on their relationship, but it is a lesser-known bit of lore nonetheless. Solitude, the capital of Skyrim, home to Jarl Elisif's royal court, including Erikr, Sabil Stentor, Falk Firebeard, and Thane Bryling. But what if there is a romantic altercation between two members of the court? Well, that possibility may be a reality because Thane Bryling and Falk Firebeard do indeed have a relationship, which must be kept secret from everyone, unless they want Erikr to find out about it and use their love as blackmail for more power in the court. This relationship is confirmed because when the day ends, Thane Bryling will go to her house for the evening, but sometimes Falk Firebeard will come to her house professing his love and stating he wanted to see her away from the politics of court, but Bryling will remind him of Erikr's corrupt shadow. I wish these two the best and hope there is more fire between them than just in Falk's beard. A stone's throw away from the Blue Palace in Solitude is two old lovers. Like Brunwulf and Elda is the possible relationship between Bent, the cook at the Bard's College, and Yvette Sands, who runs a wine stall in the Market District of Solitude. Like Elam and Jensen, there is no dialogue between these two characters. However, Bent does seemingly carry a key to Yvette Sands' house, which may indicate a certain relationship, if you know what I mean. This relationship seems to be a very unlikely one. I mean, Bent is a bit of a sarcastic dick, making remarks about how the player has discovered the kitchen, and how the player should rather just stay huddled in an inn. Yvette seems to be the opposite, which is supposed to be expected for a merchant who owns a stand and engages with the public regularly. The second to last relationship I will mention is in Markarth, an absolute hole, filled with Forsworn, corruption, Daedra, cannibalism, and so much more. At the heart of many of these problems seems to be Thonar Silverblood, who uses the Forsworn in order to acquire more power and profit. Thonar is in a seemingly average marriage with a woman named Betrid, but this doesn't seem to be the case. Betrid will berate Thonar on not being ambitious enough and will snidely ask where Thonar goes at night, asking if he is seeing another woman who is okay with his lack of ambition. This woman Betrid mentions is most likely Lisbet, who runs Arnleaf Sons and Trading. In the game files, it tags both Thonar and Lisbet as lovers, and if you kill Thonar in the Forsworn Conspiracy quest, Lisbet will actually despise you. However, while Thonar is pretty guilty of a lot of things, Lisbet isn't innocent either, because, spoiler alert, she is secretly a cannibal who ate her husband Gunnar when he died. I guess Thonar has extremely poor taste in women, or perhaps perfect taste. The last secret couple on this list isn't actually in Skyrim, but rather in Solstheim on the settlement of Ravenrock. This affair is between Captain Modin Veloth, the captain of the Redoran God in Ravenrock, and Drayla Allure, who is an Ashiam farmer. It seems through the dialogue exchanged between them and a letter that Veloth gives to Drayla that they are truly in love. However, Drayla wishes to keep it a secret at the moment because she is afraid of what her father will think. Drayla Allure's father seems to have become very depressed after his wife died, and does not want his daughter to feel the same pain as him. And considering Veloth is a guard captain, he risks his life more than most, which makes his death more likely than most. However, Veloth mentions in a letter that at some point Drayla is going to need to make a decision on their relationship, because he does not want to hide their love any longer, although he says he will respect her decision regardless of what it is. Major respect to Captain Veloth for being such a great dude. If he doesn't stop it, I may fall in love with him. And that's all I wrote. I hope you enjoyed this video where I showcased all of the secret relationships that exist in Skyrim and beyond. If you like this video, make sure to like the like button down below and like the subscribe button while you're at it. and also like the bell notification as well to stay updated on future videos. And I will see you whenever the fuck I decide to upload again. House Telvanni be with you.
Please, O hero of Skyrim,